gosh, it is a beautiful night here. I am here with my amazing client, Tento. We're here for 3 days doing a leadership summit. We are working with their senior team on all sorts of cool stuff, how to be awesome, looking at the vision, mission, values, doing extended disc profiling. It goes on, but we're doing social things tonight, tomorrow night, the next night. I'm just really pumped to be working with great clients. I'm so lucky I get to do this and come to these awesome locations. And how cool is this place? They're having their first night get together, and you know, Dimitri and I get to come along, so that's pretty cool. So my job as a leader is to understand each of your profiles and then adapt my style to you individually to get the outcome I want. So for example, when I had direct reports, I would do their one-to-ones, just the exact same as you guys do. And I would have half an hour allocated in the calendar for the C's and D's and an hour for my I's and S's. Exactly the same agenda. Because I knew with my I's and S's that rapport building, you know, I'd say, how'd it go at the client? And they'd be like, oh, we went, you should have seen their offices. It was amazing. And the receptionist was wearing this incredible blue jumper and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, I'd have to listen to it because that was part of building rapport. And they would want to go through all the detail. Whereas the C's and D's would be, the D's would literally say, I don't even know why you're checking up with me. I don't even know why I have to be at this meeting. Right? And so the meetings were half the time. And that was the reality. So I would have to adapt and allow for whatever profile, what they needed. Helen, this is perfect because the reason that you want to keep looking at this, I say twice a year, is because you can look at this, and when say we had the whole team on here, and it will tell you where the gaps are in the business, like what is happening. You'll be able to see it, and that whole like not being able to meet deadlines. It's that, oh, we want to get it right. We've got to check something. You know, we've got to check it one more time. Like that's natural to get accuracy, so it's going to slow down the deadlines, making the decisions. And then with the relationship building, we don't have much I happening here, and now we're remote, so it's like an even bigger challenge. So a couple of things to think about here as leaders is, are you aware of what the profiles are? And we'll look more into the profiles in a minute, but are you aware of what the profiles are that report to you? And do you have the ability, or do you already have the ability to adapt to get the outcome that you need from them? Because that's what your job is. Same with the clients. So if we were to pick a client out of a hat, could you tell me what their profile is? And are you then communicating to them in a way that suits their profile? So for example, if you contact me and write a whole lot of stuff that's not very clear, I will lose it. Like I need to know in a dot point quickly what you need me to do. I don't want to know why, I don't want to know how, I don't need to understand your area. Just tell me what I need to do and exactly what I need to do, and I'll go and do it. But if you want to teach me and educate me, I'm not interested. But you will have another client who will be like, I need to know the ins and outs of exactly what you're doing on my business. And I want to know exactly what everything means. And you'd be thinking, why don't you just trust me? Like I'm the accountant. But they need to know that. So think about your clients. Who are they? And if you've got an I-style client, you literally might spend 80% of your time with them talking about the kids and what they did on the weekend, and 20% on the actual work. And that is fine because you're building rapport. You're building trust. They feel like you get them, and they're getting what they need from you. Right, you do that with a C style and they'll fire you, right? So being able to think about who are your clients, and therefore how do I send an email? Is it dot point? Is it how are you? How's the weekend? Is it do I call them? Do I text them? All the things we were talking about before will very much align to the type of profile they are and what matters to them. It's no surprise that I have been concerned about remote working. When COVID first hit, I was one who said, I hope that we get people back into the workplace as soon as possible, and obviously I did not predict what was going to happen very well. However, one thing that I found really interesting, we've all come away for one of my clients' leadership retreats. So they have brought just the leaders and flown them all into one location to spend 2.5 days together. And what has been really interesting to me is how everyone's comments about us coming together face to face, getting to know each other face to face, and really talking things through in person has been so valuable. So when I was sitting there listening, I thought, okay, if we're going to continue this remote working, hybrid working, which I am certain is going to happen, then business owners need to be budgeting for face-to-face retreats, 1 or 2 or 3 a year, where either you bring maybe one a year where you bring your leadership team, and then one when you bring everyone together. Because I can tell you, having everyone in one room and connecting, and we've done some pretty deep, vulnerable connecting activities, so that because you just don't get to do that now. So bringing people together in person has to go on the calendar and has to go in the budget. I'm more and more clear on how important this is after these last 2 days that have been incredibly successful, and hearing the feedback of the team members.